Alright, in this video that you're about to see, we are dealing with equations, and here is my equation graphic organizer. It's going to help you out. It's going to help students step by step by step by step by step write it out for you. And it could look something like this. And that's really what you want to get at the end. You want students to get everything that's in between. Forget about the beginning, forget about the end. Everything else will play out to make it the best for you. I hope this works. Check out the description in the bottom, and I will link this blank organizer for you to use if you want. Alright. Equations. Trey's going to go ahead and he is going to solve this kind of multi-step equation. He's going to do it right now.
So you have to make the variable into a positive, so you would have to cancel this side out.
I also like just pointing out, when we started with it was 12 minus 4p equals negative 4, and he changed it so that we're adding a negative. That's a really key point in my class. All right, go ahead.
So you would have to add 4p, but if you did this, it would be unbalanced, so you would have to add it to this side too.
Good, keeping it balanced.
So these would cancel out, and then you go down 4 plus negative 4 plus 4p, and then equals 12, and then you would have to cancel out the negative 4.
Why? It's a great question, right?
Yeah.
I want you to hold this. I'm just taking over for just a second, got it?
Yeah.
Here's what I want everybody to make sure that they understand. You've got 12, and it's a number on the left side, right? You have a negative 4 here. This is 4 p's. What does that look like? Mr. Parks' favorite word is or, right? It looks like this. P plus P plus P plus P. Most people don't realize that. We got to get the variables alone on one side of the equation and get the numbers on the other side. So now go with what you were going to say.
So then you have to cancel out the negative 4, so you would add negative 4 plus 4p, and you'll add a positive 4, 12, and then you would have to balance it out, so you would add a positive 4 on this side, and then these two would cancel out, and then 4p equals 12. You're trying to find out
what we made a mistake. Look at your step.
Yeah, 16.
Yep. Just didn't add it together. Good.
And you're still trying to find out what 1p equals. So it'd be p, and then you would divide this up too. So it'd be.
I love it. You're just showing what each one is going to be worth, separating it out. So really our answer, if I said, okay, what is 1p worth?
P equals 4.
You've got it. That was awesome. All right, so Ethan and I have a problem, and a lot of people are struggling with equations that look like this. They have a fraction, p divided by 4 minus 2 equals 2. So we wrote it on our organizer that we have here, and he's going to show us how Mr. Parks hates the word minus or subtraction. We always want to change it to adding a negative. It helps us identify the term a lot easier. So he's going to show us how to do that first.
Okay, so first we would need, as you can see, it's P4, and
P divided by 4, yep.
P divided by 4. So then A equals 2. Same thing I wrote up there. We wrote up there. And then P4 plus, it would be plus because you have to change it, negative 2. And then that equals 2. So now we have all these. Now we don't have minus anymore. We would need to change that into 1/4 p equals 2 plus negative 2.
Okay, now we've got to balance this thing out because we've got, what's in the way here? Something's in the way. Oh. So we have 1/4 of a p plus negative 2 is equal to 2. We've got to isolate this, don't we? We want to isolate the variable. So what can be the inverse to negative 2?
It could be positive 2 because they're additive inverses, that means they cancel each other out.
Now look, check this out. Here's my balance board. I use this in class. This is my balance board, and I use this for equations. If I balance myself on it, let's see if I can do this and still record at the same time. If we do something just like a balance board, if I grabbed a weight in one hand, all of a sudden I'd start tipping to one side, correct? But if I drop that weight, I'm able to balance myself again, just like in the equation, okay? That's kind of what we're dealing with here. So you go ahead, you put a positive 2 on this side. We're unbalanced. We've got to put what on the opposite side?
Another positive. Add those together.
We can combine those terms because they're just what?
They're just positives.
Well, they're positives, but that doesn't really matter. They're numbers that don't have what?
No, letters on them.
Variables, right?
Variables.
Exactly. Okay.
So we could, at the end of this, it'll be 4 and 1/4 is p. And now we have to end up with the whole fraction. So to get just p by itself.
Because we only have a partial
Yeah.
of a full p, right? How many? Well, how many fourths does it take to make a whole variable?
It would need to take 4/4 because that's one whole.
4 fourths. Okay.
We keep adding 1/4 p, 1/4 p, and then 1/4 p. Then add here 4, 4, and 4. So all of this will equal just regular p, and this will equal 4, 8, 12, 16. 16. So p would equal 16.
Got it.